10 epic Star Trek missions that somehow never made it to TV. When it comes to Star Trek, fans are often left marveling at the sheer breadth of missions Starfleet undertakes. From diplomatic negotiations with stubborn alien civilizations to tense, high-stakes away missions, there seems to be no corner of the galaxy the crews of the Enterprise and its successors won't explore. Yet, even with decades of television and movies, countless epic missions were either hinted at in scripts, novelizations, or creator interviews, but never made it to the screen. Here are 10 such missions that could have changed Star Trek history if they had been filmed. 1. The Borg Civil War. While the Borg have terrorized the galaxy across multiple series, one proposed storyline involved a civil war within the Borg collective itself. According to early Voyager scripts, a faction led by a renegade Borg queen was poised to challenge the collective's central authority. The mission would have seen Voyager negotiating with both sides, navigating a political minefield inside a hive mind, a concept that promised philosophical depth and thrilling action. 2. Klingon First Contact. Deep Space Nine teased Klingon history extensively, yet an entire First Contact mission with a newly discovered Klingon colony was planned during early TNG drafts. Captain Picard was supposed to lead a diplomatic expedition to prevent a civil war within the colony, revealing unknown aspects of Klingon culture. The episode could have been a rich exploration of honor, loyalty, and the contradictions of Klingon society, but it never passed pre-production. 3. Temporal Reversal. Star Trek loves to toy with time, but one proposed TNG story pushed it further. A temporal anomaly threatened to rewind entire star systems, effectively erasing centuries of history. The crew would have had to negotiate with future versions of themselves and confront the consequences of altering time. Concept art exists of Picard facing his own death twice over, an image never realized on screen, but haunting in its implication. 4. Romulan Civil Unrest. The Romulans have long been shrouded in secrecy, and an unproduced Enterprise episode planned to explore internal Romulan strife. The mission would have placed Captain Archer as a reluctant intermediary during a coup attempt, testing his diplomacy and moral compass. It promised to show the human cost of espionage and political manipulation, a darker, grittier Star Trek that would have expanded the Romulan mythology beyond the familiar warbird confrontations. 5. The Q Tribunal. Q is no stranger to chaos, but one Star Trek. Voyager script imagined a full-blown trial before the Q Continuum. The mission involved Voyager arguing humanity's worthiness in a cosmic courtroom, complete with bizarre interdimensional witnesses and philosophical debates on free will. It would have been a surreal, mind-bending exploration of morality and existence, but alas, the episode was deemed too expensive and abstract for the budget and never shot. 6. Planetary Exodus. Star Trek often tackles the theme of displacement, but an unproduced TNG storyline envisioned a dying planet whose inhabitants needed urgent relocation. The Enterprise was to coordinate a galaxy-wide evacuation, dealing with bureaucratic hurdles, interstellar politics, and the moral dilemma of deciding which worlds could offer refuge. The story promised emotional weight and social commentary, but script changes and scheduling conflicts shelved it indefinitely. 7. Mirror Universe Reconciliation. The Mirror Universe is infamous for its brutality, but a DS9 script hinted at a mission where key characters attempted to establish a tenuous alliance between the Prime and Mirror universes. The stakes were nothing less than interdimensional peace, or mutual annihilation. Fans would have finally seen the moral and personal challenges of facing brutal versions of themselves in extended arcs. Yet the complexity of effects and tone meant it never made it to filming. 8. The Lost Federation Outpost. In Star Trek lore, countless Federation outposts are lost to history. An unproduced TNG mission involved discovering a hidden outpost deep in unexplored space, which had developed its own culture over decades of isolation. The crew had to navigate alien traditions, strange technology, and ethical dilemmas about intervention, a story blending adventure with anthropology. A classic Star Trek hallmark. 9. Genesis Revisited. Following the Genesis Project storyline, one script planned a mission to the newly formed worlds, exploring the consequences of artificially accelerated evolution. The crew would confront ecosystems spiraling out of control, sentient life emerging too quickly, and philosophical questions about playing God. This story promised both visual spectacle and moral weight, but was scrapped due to overlapping plotlines in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, and subsequent films. 10. Starfleet's Secret Weapon. A never-filmed TOS episode was rumored to explore a top-secret Starfleet project designed to end wars before they start, a device capable of neutralizing entire fleets with minimal collateral. The mission would have tested Captain Kirk's principles against the lure of ultimate power, raising timeless questions about Mo.